The world is a crucible, and you are the raw ore, burning with ambition yet softened by the rust of laziness. You stand at the edge of greatness, your mind a furnace of dreams, empires to build, thrones to claim, legacies to carve into the stone of history. But there's a weight on your soul, a seductive lethargy that whispers of rest, of delay, of tomorrow. This is not a gentle nudge to action. This is a war cry. Power is not a gift. It is a conquest. If you are ambitious, but lazy, this is your moment to forge yourself anew, to wield the ruthless philosophy of Niccolò Machiavelli and bend the world to your will. Imagine a shadowed hall in Renaissance Florence, where candlelight flickers on the faces of men who shaped empires. Machiavelli, the master of power's dark arithmetic, sits among them, his eyes sharp as a blade. He does not speak of ideals or mercy. He speaks of reality of the chessboard where every move is a gamble, every player a predator. You are on that board now, whether you know it or not. The question is not whether you will play, but whether you will win. Laziness is your enemy, not your nature. It is the thief that steals your hours, the fog that blinds your vision. To defeat it, you must become a strategist, a warrior, a prince in your own right. The path begins here, and it begins with understanding that power is the only currency that matters. Power is not a crown you wear. It is a fire you wield. It burns in the hearts of those who dare to act when others hesitate, who see the world not as it is, but as it can be shaped. Julius Caesar knew this when he crossed the Rubicon, his legions behind him, his destiny ahead. He did not wait for permission or certainty. He moved. And Rome trembled. You too stand at your own Rubicon. The river is your doubt, your procrastination, the endless excuses that chain you to inaction. Cross it, not with timid steps, but with the audacity of a conqueror. The world does not reward the hesitant. It bows to those who claim it. The first principle of power is strategy, the art of seeing the battlefield before the battle begins. Machiavelli taught that fortune is a river, wild and unpredictable, but the wise build dams to control its flow. Your laziness is a flood, washing away your potential. To defeat it, you must become the architect of your fate. Strategy is not a vague hope or a fleeting resolution. It is a map drawn in blood and sweat. Look to Napoleon, who rose from a Corsican nobody to the Emperor of Europe. He did not drift. He planned. Every campaign, every alliance, every betrayal was a step in a grand design. You must do the same. Begin by mapping your life as a kingdom to be conquered. What are your territories? Your time, your skills, your relationships, your mind. What are your enemies? Distraction, fear, the siren call of comfort. Strategy demands clarity. Write your goals with the precision of a general. Break them into campaigns daily, weekly, yearly. Every action must serve the greater war. If you spend your hours on mindless scrolling or fleeting pleasures, you are not resting. You are deserting. Audit your days as a king audits his treasury. Where is your time going? Who is stealing it? Cut them out. The lazy, ambitious dream of victory, but refuse to march. Stop dreaming. Start plotting. The world is a chessboard, and you must play to win. Picture yourself in a modern arena, not so different from Machiavelli's Florence. Your battlefield, is the office. The startup, the side hustle, the group chat where deals are made. You're not wielding swords, you're wielding influence, ideas, and grit. Strategy today means knowing when to pitch your idea, when to hold back, when to let your rival overplay their hand. It's checking your email before bed to catch that one opportunity others miss. It's saying no to the happy hour that drains your focus, and yes to the 5 a.m. grind when the world is still asleep. The lazy ambitious see these moments, but let them slip, thinking there's always tomorrow. There isn't. Tomorrow belongs to the one who acts today. But strategy without cunning is a sword without an edge. Power demands you wield the silent arts, the subtle maneuvers that turn rivals into pawns. Machiavelli knew that men are swayed by two forces, fear and love. The cunning leader masters both, but never forgets that fear is the sharper blade. Consider the Medici, who ruled Florence not with armies, but with influence. They were bankers, patrons, puppeteers lending gold to kings, commissioning art for popes, weaving a web of obligation that no one could escape. You must learn this craft. Cunning is not deceit, it is leverage. The art of making others move to your rhythm. How do you begin? Study those around you. Every person is a puzzle of desires, fears, and secrets. The lazy, ambitious want power, but fail to see the board. They speak when they should listen, act when they should observe. Reverse this in every conversation. Ask, what does this person want? How can I offer it or withhold it? Be the one who knows, who sees, who holds the key. When you negotiate, never reveal your full hand. When you promise, ensure it binds the recipient to you. Cunning is the art of winning before the battle begins. Master it. And respect will not be requested, it will be demanded. Think of the colleague who always gets the promotion, the friend who lands every deal, the influencer whose posts always go viral. They're not smarter than you, they're sharper. They know how to read the room, how to drop the right word at the right time, how to make people feel like they're in on the secret. That's cunning. It's the DM you send to a potential mentor, not begging but offering a small, calculated value, a link to an article they'd like, a quick insight that shows you're worth their time. It's the way you frame your pitch, not as a request, but as an opportunity they can't afford to miss. The lazy, ambitious wait for recognition, the cunning create it. Control is the foundation of cunning, the mastery of self that precedes the mastery of others. Laziness is a rebellion of the mind, a mutiny against your own ambition. To defeat it, you must forge discipline as a blacksmith forges steel. Look to Caesar again, who marched his legions across Gaul, not because he was tireless, but because he was relentless. He did not indulge in doubt or delay. He acted. You must do the same. Discipline is not a feeling, it is a system. Your ambition is a flame, but without control, it will consume you before it lights your path. Start with your time, the currency of power. The lazy waste it, believing they have an endless supply. They don't. Audit your hours with ruthless honesty. Every minute spent on TikTok, Netflix binges, or endless group chats is a minute stolen from your empire. Create rituals that anchor you to your purpose. Set your alarm for 5 a.m., not because it's trendy, but because those quiet hours are your war room. Plan your day with the precision of a siege, every task a step toward conquest. When temptation calls, the algorithm's pull, the cozy bed, The just one more episode trap. Remember that every surrender weakens you. Discipline is a muscle. Train it daily. Say no to distractions. Say yes to the grind. The world respects only those who respect themselves. In today's world, discipline looks like turning off notifications when you work. Like using a $10 app to block your social media during focus hours. It's meal prepping on Sunday, so you don't waste time deciding what to eat. It's keeping a notebook where you track your wins, no matter how small, because every checkmark is a brick in your fortress. The lazy, ambitious think discipline is boring. A buzzkill, they're wrong. Discipline is freedom. It's the power to say, I choose my path, not my impulses. Build it, and you'll build an empire. Loyalty is the next pillar. But do not mistake it for affection. Loyalty is a contract, forged in mutual gain. Machiavelli warned that men are fickle, loyal only when it serves them. The powerful do not resent this. They exploit it. To command loyalty, you must be indispensable. Think of Cleopatra, who held the hearts of Caesar and Antony not with beauty alone, but with her mastery of their ambitions. She was their ally, their strategist, their muse. You must become this to those around you. Offer value knowledge, opportunity, strength, but never give it freely. Every gift must come with a tether, a subtle obligation that binds. Your laziness undermines this. You want loyalty but offer nothing to earn it. You dream of followers but fail to lead. Start small. Solve a problem for someone, a quick fix on their project. A connection to someone they need to meet. Share a skill. Like how you optimized your workflow or cracked a coding challenge. Be the one who delivers when others falter. In the group chat, don't just lurk. Drop a resource that makes everyone pause and take notice. Over time, you'll build a network of those who rely on you, not because they love you, but because they can't afford to lose you. That's loyalty in the game of power. Today, loyalty looks like the coworker who always has your back because you help them prep for a big presentation. It's the client who sticks with you because you went the extra mile when others didn't. It's the follower who shares your content because you gave them a tip that changed their game. But here's the catch: loyalty isn't free. You have to keep delivering. The moment you slack, the bond weakens. The lazy, ambitious want the perks without the work. Don't be that person. Be the one who's always one step ahead, always worth betting on. Manipulation is the shadow of loyalty. The art of shaping perceptions to your advantage. Don't flinch from this word. Manipulation is not evil. It is influence. Every leader, from the boardroom to the battlefield, is a manipulator. They craft narratives, control information, guide emotions. Consider Napoleon's propaganda, his image as France's savior. He didn't wait for the people to crown him, he crowned himself. And they cheered. You must shape your own image. Speak with purpose. Dress with intention. Let every word, every gesture, reinforce the story of your power. The lazy, ambitious fail here because they lack the energy to curate their presence. They stumble through life, hoping their brilliance will be noticed. It won't. The world is too distracted. You must make them see you. Craft your reputation as a sculptor carves marble deliberately, relentlessly. Be known for something: reliability, insight, courage, whatever it is. Make it undeniable. When you falter, never let the world see your weakness. Power is perception, and perception is yours to command. In 2005, Manipulation is the LinkedIn post you craft to highlight your latest win without sounding like a braggart. It's the way you pause before answering in a meeting, letting the room feel your weight. It's the Instagram story that shows you grinding at 6 a.m. Not to flex, but to plant the seed, this is who I am. The lazy, ambitious think authenticity means being raw, unfiltered. They're wrong. Authenticity is a tool. Use it to build the version of you that others can't ignore. Post with purpose. Speak with intent. Every move is a brushstroke on the canvas of your legacy. Decisiveness is the spark that ignites these principles. The world does not reward the hesitant. It bows to those who choose and act, even in uncertainty. Machiavelli revered Cesare Borgia, who struck swiftly, carving an empire from chaos. You must adopt this mindset. Laziness thrives on indecision, on the paralysis of what if. Cut through it. When faced with a choice, weigh your options. But don't linger. Act. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The powerful create it. This isn't recklessness. Decisiveness is the courage to commit. Every decision is a step toward your empire. Even if it's a misstep, learn from it, adjust, strike again. The lazy ambitious are trapped in cycles of doubt, waiting for clarity that never comes. Break free, choose, move. In today's world, decisiveness is saying yes to the freelance gig that scares you, launching the side hustle before it's perfect, sending the cold email to the CEO you admire. It's clicking publish on your first blog post, even if it's not flawless. The world adjusts to those who move first. Adaptability is the companion of decisiveness. The ability to bend without breaking. Power is not a straight line. It is a river, winding through obstacles. The Medici thrived because they adapted. When Florence turned against them, they retreated, regrouped, returned stronger. You must do the same. The world will test you. Markets shift. Algorithms change. Plans crumble. The powerful don't despair. They pivot. Your laziness makes you rigid, clinging to comfort when change is needed. Fight this. Embrace the unknown as a battlefield. Study your environment. Anticipate shifts. When TikTok bans hit or AI disrupts your industry, be the one who's already learning the next platform, the next skill. Adaptability is turning a layoff into a launch pad, a failed pitch into a better angle. It's not surrender, it's strategy. The lazy, ambitious freeze when the ground shifts. You must dance. Fear is the undercurrent of power, the silent force that holds it together. Machiavelli taught that it's better to be feared than loved, for fear endures. This doesn't mean cruelty, but presence. You must be a force others can't ignore. Your words, your actions, your existence must carry weight. Caesar's legions marched not just for glory, but because they knew the cost of defying him. Cultivate this aura. Be consistent. Be formidable. Let others know crossing you has consequences not out of malice, but necessity. The lazy, ambitious shy from this. They want to be liked, not respected. They soften their edges, hoping to win favor. Stop. Respect is forged with strength. Set boundaries. Enforce them. When you speak, let it carry the weight of someone who can't be dismissed. In 2025, fear looks like the boss who doesn't yell, but whose silence makes the room tense. It's the freelancer who walks away from a bad client, knowing their worth. It's the creator who doesn't chase trends, but sets them. Fear is not your enemy, it's your ally, the shadow that makes your light burn brighter. Resilience is the final principle, the fire that keeps you standing when all else fails. Power is not a single victory, but a war fought daily. The lazy, ambitious falter here, collapsing under setbacks. You must be different. Look to Napoleon, who faced defeat yet rose again, his will unbroken. Resilience is not the absence of pain, but the refusal to be defined by it. Every failure is a lesson, every scar a map to victory. Build this strength now. Train your mind to see obstacles as challenges. When you fall, rise faster. When you doubt, act anyway. In today's world, resilience is pushing through the 100th job application, the 10th rejected pitch, the 1,000th view that doesn't convert. It's waking up after a bad day and saying, I'm still in the game. The world breaks those who bend, but it cannot break the one who endures. This is your Rubicon. The waters are cold, the current strong. Cross it. Not tomorrow, not when you're ready, but now. Power is a choice. Shed laziness. Embrace the ruthlessness of mastery. Become the strategist, the manipulator, the leader who commands awe. The world is yours to take, but only if you dare. Seize it, shape it, rule it. Let no one, not even yourself, stand in your way. Now, let's deepen this. You're not just fighting laziness. You're fighting a world designed to keep you small. Every notification, every ad, every algorithm is a trap, pulling you back to the couch, the scroll, the haze of mediocrity. The powerful see through this. They don't just resist, they weaponize their focus. Take your phone, that glowing rectangle of distraction. It's not your friend, it's your rival. Turn off notifications. Use grayscale mode to make it less addictive. Set timers for your apps. These are not hacks. They're declarations of war. Every small act of control is a step toward ruling your mind. And he who rules his mind rules the world. Let's get practical. You want to start that business? Write that book. Build that brand. Stop waiting for inspiration. Inspiration is a lie sold by dreamers who never deliver. Action breeds motivation, not the other way around. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Pomodoros work because they force you to start. Write one sentence, code one line, sketch one idea. Momentum builds empires, not dreams. And when you feel stuck, ask, what's the smallest step I can take right now? Then take it. The lazy, ambitious wait for lightning. The powerful strike first. You're not alone in this fight. Look around, everyone's struggling. The influencer you envy. They're battling the same doubts. The CEO you admire. They've got their own Rubicons. The difference is they move. They don't let laziness win. You can be that person. Start today. Delete one app that wastes your time. Block 1 hour for deep work. Send one email that scares you. These aren't tasks, they're battles. Win them, and you'll win the war. But power isn't just about you. It's about the ripple you create. When you rise, you pull others with you, or you crush those who stand in your way. Machiavelli knew this. He didn't write for the weak. He wrote for those who understand that the world is a game of thrones. And you either sit on one or kneel. Choose to sit. Choose to lead. Your ambition is a spark. Let it ignite a fire that burns through every excuse, every doubt, every chain. The world is watching. Not the vague, faceless world, But the people in your life, your boss, your peers, your followers, your family, they're waiting to see if you'll step up or stay small. Don't give them the satisfaction of watching you fail. Show them what happens when ambition meets action. Show them a leader, a strategist, a force. Show them you. This is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning. Every word you've heard is a weapon, every principle a tool. Strategy, cunning, control, loyalty, manipulation, decisiveness, discipline, adaptability, fear, resilience. These are your arsenal. Wield them. The lazy ambitious will hear this and nod. Then scroll to the next video. You are not them. You are the one who acts. You are the one who crosses the Rubicon. You are the one who rules. So stand, move, fight. The world is not kind, but it is conquerable. Your ambition is your blade, your discipline, your shield. Cut through the fog of laziness. Build your empire, brick by brick, battle by battle. Let every step echo with purpose, every choice scream defiance. You are not just ambitious, you are unstoppable. Now go, claim your throne.